Hey, what's up everybody? How's everyone doing out there today? Welcome back to Wildcat MTG, and yeah, a little Modern Horizons 2. I feel like it's been a minute since I've opened it, and by a minute, I mean, I don't know, it's been like maybe a couple of months, whatever. Too long. But with Lord of the Rings coming out, I was kind of asking myself the question. I was looking at a set box of Lord of the Rings, it's like $175. Looking at a Modern Horizons 2 draft box, it's like $185, give or take. And I was like, what would I rather open? Like, what do I think is the better, I don't know, say quote unquote value? And I still think it's Modern Horizons, right? I still think it's a really good set. There's still a lot of playables in it. It's still, you know, if you are a modern player, the cards from this set still dominate the meta, right? But it's interesting, right? Because now this set has been out for a couple of years, a few years going on, and you know, Ragavan was reprinted, and that was the big chase card, so Ragavan's down, but I still think this set holds up so incredibly well. I think the overall EV that you're going to expect out of a box versus what the box price is still relatively in line, but we're going to see how that pans out. So I blabbed on enough, blah, blah, blah. Let's open some packs, and yeah, let's dive on in, let's crack some packs, right? All right, so as I just mentioned, as of the filming of this video, helps if I use the knife the right way, huh? The box prices of draft boxes of Modern Horizons 2 are still holding at about $185. Pretty good. They've been steady. Like, they haven't moved an inch, even though Lord of the Rings was sucking up a lot of attention and seemingly everything else was down. Modern Horizons 2 didn't really move a whole lot, really stayed in place, which I think is really saying something when almost everything around it is falling down. There are certain cards from this set that they get attention, they spike up a little bit, and then they die back down, and then they pop back up. Like Academy Manufactor, that card is back up to like pushing $10 because every time a set comes out that emphasizes token strategies and specifically foods and other things, Academy Manufactor finds itself right back up at the top again. And I think that card's, like I said, it was down to like $2. Like, you could find a regular copy for $2, and I think now it's like $9 again. So, all right, here we go. First rare mythic is a rare. It is a Necrogoyf. That is a swing and miss. There is a lot. I mean, Modern Horizons 2 was just, I think this just speaks to it. I don't really, since I rejoined the Magic world in 2019, Modern Horizons 2 is like unlike anything I've ever really witnessed, where for a straight up, probably like the first couple of months the set was out, you couldn't miss. I mean, fetch lands were still super, the ally, or the enemy fetch lands were super valuable still. You know, everything was crazy. Like, you almost couldn't miss on a box. Charlotte's Agent. Double rare, we have a Slow Talisman. Ooh, hey, neat. Kind of retro frame foil Chatterstorm. Cool. And now it's a lot more in line. It's obviously, you know, this set has, I don't know how many print runs it's seen, but obviously it's been in print for years now. And again, it's pretty much cards from this set dominate the modern format. So it has been opened a lot. And yet, still holds up really well. Here we go. Feast of Sanity. Sweep the Skies. Arcbound Whelp. Angelic Curator. Rare is a Piru the Volatile. As a result, though, there is still, you know, there is obviously still a bunch of chase cards in here, and we'll talk about those in a second, but there's also a lot more bulk. There's a lot of these packs you're going to open, and you're like, yep, bulk rare, bulk rare, bulk rare, bulk rare. And it really is a lot about Mythics, Fetch Lands, Urza Saga, Esper Sentinels, and a few other cards beyond that. But those are what you're looking for. Blossoming Calm, Vile Entomber in the retro frame, Arcus Acolyte, Flame Rift, retro frame. Hey, nice. All right, recently reprinted, but that's okay. Still a really good card. There's a retro frame Sword of Hearth and Home. That's you know what? That's quality mythic. I still want to say that you know, while this is down, and it is down quite a bit, it's probably still in the $10 neighborhood. So not unhappy with that. Not unhappy even a little. I think there's 24 mythics in the set, and right now about 13 of those are less than $5. There's a lot of, there's some mythics that you wince when you open, right? But that being said, if there are 13 that are under $5, that means you've got some bangers at the top, and that is true. We still got Ragavan. Even after the reprint, Ragavan's sitting about 40. And after that, you've got 3 elementals. You've got Fury, Solitude, and Endurance, and they just swap places on the daily as far as which is the second, third, and fourth most valuable, but they are all still in the neighborhood of $30 to $35. Power Depot, Patchwork Gnomes, Rare is a nice. There we go. And of course, enemy fetch lands. Yep, enemy fetch lands. So Scalding Tarn is like $17, $18 still. That is right at the top of the fetch lands. And again, for me, I'm never tired of seeing fetch lands. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. It's so interesting that I mentioned, you know, kind of the history of this product when it first came out. And remember, when this product first came out, Misty Rainforest and Scalding Tarns were all $50+. I think Misty's might have been $45, $50. I think Tarns were like $60, $70. So wow, what a difference that massive reprint makes, huh? But hang on to them because they're useful. Rare Glimpse of Tomorrow, not as useful. Phantasmal Dreadmaw as a foil after that. So, me personally, at this point, if you're opening this product and you're pulling fetches, I don't see why you would get rid of them. That boat kind of sailed for me a couple of years ago when they dipped into even like the 25 range. I was like, eh. I mean, I actually hung on to all of them anyway, so I wrote it all the way down. But I was like, they're going to go indexed. I'm going to hang on to them all. And if, that's a huge if, there's enough time between reprints, we already know what happens with them. Rare after that is a Wonder. I wonder why this is a rare. And a Garth One-Eye. Oof. So we hit one really good mythic, and then we hit the literal worst mythic. I think this is like 25, 35 cents or something terrible. Garth One-Eye. That's a feels bad. That's okay. A lot of box left. Garth One-Eye. Nope. And the biggest thing that probably irks me about Garth is every time I read the text, I remember that it creates a Black Lotus token, and we couldn't get a Black Lotus token for it for reasons. And then we got M30, and I'm like, I don't understand. Prismatic Ending, nice. Sudden Edict, Milliken. Rare Fractured Sanity, actually a pretty good rare. Playable, Mill Strategy. Healer's Flock as a foil uncommon after that. All right, cruising right along. I think these boxes, the draft boxes, I want to say they typically produce, I think as many as these I've opened, I would remember. I want to say it's like around 6. Seems correct. About 6 mythics per box, give or take. So we pulled one good, one not so good. And we are hoping to see some elementals. All right, Timeless Witness, Lucid Dreams, Goblin Bombardment, actually still a decent little rare as well. Sanctum Weaver, also a pretty decent little rare. So a couple bucks, not quite like the $3 plus threshold, but still pretty good rare. Insect after that. You know, as far as rares you want to see, Urza Saga and Esper Sentinel still neck and neck at the top of the rare food chain. I think they're both right around 24, 25 bucks a piece. Down a little bit, but not substantially. Down from their highs, but kind of everything's down from their high right now. Again, so we're still feeling like that in between of Lord of the Rings. Hey, Liquid Metal Torque, nice. Seal of Removal, Right after that is a Search the Premises, sure. We're still feeling that in between of all the shenanigans that came along with Lord of the Rings and the money that flowed toward that product, and then we're kind of in that in between where right around the corner within the next couple of weeks we've got Commander Masters previews popping up, and I think the market is kind of a little bit paralyzed right now. Like, it just doesn't want to make a move. Like, nobody wants to buy into a bunch of singles for a set that's going to be another big reprint set. Totally understandable. Mystic Redaction, Cursed Totem, Karth the Lion, because, you know, one of those per box for sure. Guardian Kirin. Last pack of the first column. So started out pretty hot with a Sword of Hearth and Home. Also got a Scalding Tarn, first fetch land out of the way, pretty nice. Probably averaging about 2 to 3 fetch lands per box on average. And then we did hit a gnarly Garth One-Eye, which is a feels bad. Haven't hit any of the other impact rares as well. So we're talking about Douthie Voidwalker, we're talking about Yavimaya, Cradle of Growth, of course other fetch lands as well. But we kind of keeping track those separately. Glinting Creepa, Blazing Hootwalla, Counterspell, nice. I think Counterspell is just like permanently like $1 as an uncommon. Void Mirror, a card that I thought was going to do more than it actually did. All right, it's the end of the first column. other impact rares, I kind of mentioned at the top of the video that Academy Manufacturer, as of the filming of this video, is right back up to $10. That's like a card, like, unless you're just never going to play token strategies, if you pull one, just hang on to it. It dies down when token strategies, when, you know, it loses the limelight, and then another card comes out, and token strategies come back up in Commander, and then it pops right back up. Squirrel Sanctuary, Break the Ice, Arcbound Shikari. All right, Mog Salvage. Rare. There we go. Nice. Urza Saga. Very cool. That is a huge pull. Again, I think this card's still hanging around on 25 bucks or so. Not bad, not bad. That is definitely, I do believe right now, still the most valuable rare. We'll take it. Shocker, I know. Very cool. As I've been delving back more into actually playing, building Constructed and playing Modern again. It's probably the outside of, drafting is still my number one. Like, limited format is still my very, very favorite format. But outside of that, I think it's probably Modern, and I, of course, play a little bit of Commander as well. So, anyways, really jumping back into Modern, it's nice to already have a lot of the Modern staples. Yeah, hence another reason I love opening this set. Timeless Dragon, not a Modern staple. Clue Token. Also wouldn't mind if we're going to go down the rare hole, or the mythic hole. Would not mind an Archon of Cruelty. Doesn't always have to be elementals or grief. I don't know if I'm getting super greedy. That'd be cool. Something that is of interest here, for those to whom it may concern, there is an uncommon in this set. It is this one, that because Tree Folk have popped back up is being cool. I think the uncommon foil version of this right now is like $9. So, hey, nice! Cabal Coffers. Also coming off of a reprint as a Relic and Realm from Lord of the Rings, Cabal Coffers is like the cheapest I can remember it ever being, and it's okay. Like, it's still a really good card. So I think Cabal Coffers is like $14. Yep, this card used to be insanely priced, and post Modern Horizons 2, post Relics and Realms, base copy of this is like 14 bucks. Still a super, super good myth. Oh my god. What is this pack? What is this pack? Oh my god. Woo! Bestest Monkey! Even after the reprint, still like a $40, $45 card. Not bad. Wow, that is in a foil rare. Be decent. Nah, it's not decent. All right, the inevitable betrayal of the foil rare. But seriously, what a pack! Holy, whoa. So foil rare, sure, whatever, inevitable betrayal. But in the same pack, Cabal Coffers, Ragavan, and a foil rare. That is an insane single pack. Hey, spoiler alert, this box is going to end up being pretty good. Man, Modern Horizons 2, right? Just so good. I know a fair amount of Modern players who don't love MH2 because it, essentially artificially rotated the format, and that's a reasonable gripe to have. I do think that it shook up the Modern format as intended and made a lot more diverse than it was. To me, that's just my opinion. I think Modern felt a little bit more stale before that. But again, the point of rare dress down, actually a quality rare. I don't think it's quite that $3 threshold, but it's still really good and actually does see some sideboard play in Modern, so we'll throw that over there. But the notion of, hey, like, you basically artificially rotated the format by infusing cards directly into it rather than through natural standard set releases, I think it's valid. It's valid, right? But I also, in my opinion, just my opinion, and I'm not like a huge Modern player, I'm not a competitive player, but I don't know. I thought that the card infusion made Modern a much more diverse format. A much more, powerful for sure, but certainly a fun format still. All right, Chainer, Nightmare, Adept. Esper Sentinel. The thing I was going to say is I find a lot of the time that Esper Sentinel and this particular version of Urza Saga are on the same print sheet. So if you see one, while it's not a guarantee, it's a pretty high likelihood that you're going to see both out of the same draft box. We're going to take that. We're going to take that. So Esper Sentinel, again, probably sitting around 24, 25 bucks. Two most valuable rares in the set. Gouge Zealot after that. All right, so we've got ourselves one Tarn. We've got ourselves a Ragavan, Cabal Coffers, and a Retro Frame Sword of Hearth and Home, Esper Sentinel, and an Urza Saga. This box is Garth One Eye can't even rain on our parade today. All right. Some of these packs, though, do not want to open. Trashing them. All right, here we go. We're about halfway through the box at this point. Whoa, 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 whoa. Settle down. Flame Tongue Kabu. Dragon's Rage Chandler. Still a really good uncommon, and now like dirt cheap. These are like $1. So DRC. Liquid Metal Torque again. Greed. Rare. There we go. Nice. Super good impact rare. I think Cradle Growth is like also was a relic in Realm and a pretty sought after one as well, as far as whatever the flavor card it was from Lord of the Rings. These are like $8 at this point. This is a card I still really like long term, so not unhappy. That's for sure. As we continue to play the greatest hits album from Modern Horizons 2. I'm being super greedy at this point, but basically any of the elementals at this point would put this box over the top. Subtlety's kind of the least of it. It's like still a played card, but it's like $5 or $6. Whereas I think Grief is like $17, $18, and as I mentioned, the other three elementals are all $30+. Rare Sithis, actually still a really good card. Doesn't quite make that $3 threshold, but it's a good card. It's a good rare. Throw it up there still. What's funny is I remember when this set came out and Fury was not like the top of the food chain for the elementals. I think initially Grief was pre-bid as a card, and people saw that and thought like that's got to be the elemental. Then we saw Solitude kind of take the reins. Endurance found its place. But Fury kind of snuck up. Like that card was like I don't know, of the 5 elementals, kind of seen as like the 3rd or 4th strongest for the longest time. And now it is like neck and neck. Yavimaya Elder. Rare is a Harmonic Prodigy. Actually kind of a decent little card, but doesn't see a lot of play. Uncommon, Fast and Furious. All right. Still sitting on 1 fetch. My experience has been, typically speaking, a Tarn box might only be a couple of fetches, but I would not be shocked if the second and only other fetch in this box was a Misty Rainforest. All right, Flame Blitz, Slag Rider, Combine Chrysalis, Soul Snare. Rare is a Verdant Command. Do have those little dead patches in the middle of these draft boxes where you're just like bulk rare, bulk roll, bulk rare, bulk rare. That does happen. Can't all be bangers. And as you might imagine, I should say, I am not unhappy with this box. Terramorph, Barbed Spike, Sanctuary Raptor. Rare is a Nevinarals or Larry Nevin's Disc. Double rare pack, we've got Rashad Dockhand. And a little token after that. All right, we're coming up on the end of our second column here, which was incredibly kind to us. Pulling out still the most valuable mythic in the set, the most valuable card in the set. I think the most valuable rare, I don't remember if both of them came from this column. And a Cabal Coffers, which is also no slouch. Pretty good box. All right, here we go. Road and Ruin, Raving Visionary, Ren's Run Hydra, Milliken, and a Cartholion in the retro frame. That means we'll probably unlikely to see a retro frame fetch land, which, you know, would have been gravy at this point. All right, last pack of the middle column was a very, very good column. Oh yeah, and the Yavimaya Cradle too. Honestly, other than like Douthie Voidwalker, Academy Manufacturer, we've pretty much nailed it for the rares. Might be one I'm missing in there. Steel Dromedary. Rare is a Solitary Confinement. A mean card if you don't have an answer for it. Mythic is an Endurance. Let's freaking go. This box is awesome. Yep, there we go. So Endurance still at the top of the food chain. This is right around 30, 32 bucks. Yeah, super, super good box, huh? Very nice. Foil common after that is an Echoing Return. Modern Horizons 2, still got it. I can't even complain about our dud rare mythics to good rare mythics, or rare mythics, value mythics, because right now we are absolutely crushing it in that neighborhood. All right. Was that the last pack of the second column too? Jeez. Sometimes people feel like I feel, even myself, feel like the middle column is kind of like the dead column. And then you have one of those, Vindicate. Profane Tutor, nice. Profane Tutor doesn't quite hit that $3 threshold. It's still a really good rare. I'll throw it up top, but I think it's probably like in the $2 range or so. Funnel Web Recluse. All right. Not bad, huh? So if we can get, well, whatever. This box is amazing no matter what. Let's be honest. Let's be real. This box is amazing no matter what, but one more fetch land would at least one more fetch land would be super welcomed. There we go. Just making some room. All right, here we go. Any other gas left in this box? Let's find out. Here we go. Feast Sanity, Barbed Spike, Brainstone, Hunting Pack. Rare is a Thought Monitor, a good rare in its own right. Very good for affinity. It's like a couple of, oh, and a foil, oh my god, and a foil mythic sketch, foil Murktide Region. Holy moly. Yeah, that's going to be pretty good, huh? That's going to be pretty good. Wow. Really, really nice. Super, super good pull. The foiling is a little slight on it. It doesn't matter. You can kind of see, you can see it though. And that is still a banger. I'm going to say, I'm going to guess like 15 to 16. I could be wrong about that, but it feels like that's the right neighborhood for this. That's a super, super fantastic pull. This box is insane. Everyone else, Lord of the Rings, Modern Horizons 2, hold my adult beverage. All right. One more reason I don't get tired of opening it. You have bad boxes. They certainly exist, and they exist more now than they did in the beginning. But you also have these, Ranger, Sylvan Anthem, a token after that. All right. I really don't think I can ask for much more. Like I keep thinking, like, what else would be great to pull? But I'm like, I mean, I feel like I'm already asking for the moon here. All right, Blossoming Calm, Rakdos Headliner. Rare is an Enchantress Present. Nice little rare, not value, but good little rare. Double rare pack, Moderation, and a token after that. Cool. Shredding these packs. All right. Arrow Amoeba. All right. Vile Entomber, Abiding Grace, Power Depot, Bone Shredder. Rare is a Persist. Nice. Also a quality rare. Probably in like the $1 range. Not super valuable, but a really good playable rare. So I'm cool with that. Handful of packs left. Probably about 6 packs left. Actually, what's crazy is we still might be live for a Mythic because I'm not sure that foil Murktide would count towards our like normal Mythic allotment. Filigree Attendant, Specimen Collector, Blazing Root Walla. Rare is a Karmic Guide. Remember when those were valuable? Yeah, Misty Rainforest. There it is. There it is. I've opened a few of these boxes. I have an idea. There we go. So you usually, if you find one, you find the other, and you know, they're not like multi-fetch, super like 4 or 5 fetch line box, but you're getting the 2 most valuable. I think Misty's still hanging out around 16, 17 bucks. We're cool with that. I'm hanging on to them. I stay holding on to fetch lands. What a box. What a box. All right. Timeless Witness. Hey, Prismatic Ending in the retro frame. It's like super valuable. I mean, this card used to be like 5 or 6 bucks just by itself. Vectis Gloves. Gorilla Shaman. Rare is a Zabaz, the Glimmer Wasp. And a token. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 packs left. Any other juice? Tide Shaper, sure. Said and done. Clattering Augur. Rare is a Sterling Grove. Very playable in enchantment strategies. And a mythic? Hey, another mythic. Not bad. This is going to be one of the bottom tier ones. I literally can't complain. This is fine. Sylvan of Sea and Sky. This is probably like $1. But we're not unhappy. Altar of the Goyf after that as a foil uncommon. So it did. We did end up getting a, what is that? A 5, 6, 7? 7 mythics? Yeah, 7 mythics. Svelin, Sea and Sky. Just wait. Someday, Merfolk are making a comeback. Just ask the professor. Flay Essence. Junk Winder. Fast and Furious again. Uncommon Angelic Curator. Rare is a Gaia's Will. Yup, sure, why not? Token after that. Alright, 3 packs left. Round out this box. Alright, Lazotep Chancellor. Monoskelion. Extruder. Rare is a Brea's Apprentice. Yep. Probably overdue for one of those. 2 packs left. And then let's just talk about this ridiculous box for a second. Modern Horizons 2 with the Flex Draft Box. All right, Herd Baloth, Skyblade's Boon, Infiltrator, Zuron Orb. Rare is a... Hey, nice. Sketch Persist. Cool. Again, not valuable, but it's a good card. It's a good playable rare. I'll take it. And actually, I'm one of the few people that actually like, even / prefer the sketch art. I think they look really cool. I know they're not everyone's flavor. I'm actually okay with that, too. All right, here we go. Last pack of this Bananas box. Dihada's Ploy. Underworld Cookbook. Foundation Breaker. Captain Ripley Vance. Nice little counterspell again. Rare is a Territorial Kavu. And that is going to wrap it up for us. But, man, why don't we just take a look at this box real quick. So we have Garth and Svelin. That's fine. Whatever. But also, on the positive column for the Mythics, we have a Foil Sketch Murktide. We have an Endurance. We have a Ragavan, a Cabal Coffers, a Retro Framed Sword of Hearth and Home. 2 fetch lands, but they are the best 2 fetch lands, or at least most valuable, depending on how you want to look at things, and Misty and Scald. We also hit the 2 most valuable rares in the set with a, let's call them 25 apiece, give or take, Urza Saga and Esper Sentinel, $9 Yavimaya, Cradle of Growth, and just a few other really good playables in there as well. This box is really high end. Like that's all there is to say about it. This is why I love Modern Horizons 2. This is why I really don't get tired. Yes, you can have bad openings. I've definitely had bad openings. You have enough boxes. That's definitely going to happen. But for the most part, especially if you like Modern and or Commander, of course, there's just so much good stuff in it. And I feel like, again, a $185 box is fairly reasonably priced considering that standard collector boxes come out and they're like $220, $230 now. Such good value. That's it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, do me a favor. If you're not subscribed already, hit the subscribe button for me, hit the like button for me, and of course, by all means, drop me some comments. I appreciate all of the interaction. I appreciate all the views and support. Thank you so much, everybody, and be well.